Let us continue with the topic. Now observe the questions. Now we have seen this question, what is the meaning of morality? We have seen this question previously also. Now what's your answer, right? What is right and wrong course of action for an individual? Is it correct? No, bluntly wrong. This is not the definition. What is right and wrong course of action for an individual or for a community? Yes, this is the exact definition. Now by this time you can answer this, right? Key values of engineering profession are, now already we have seen this type of question previously, right? Now what is the thing? Key values are safety, human community, human progress, clean decision making, partnership with nature, how you deal with the environment, right? Now your C option exactly gives the key values. Now see here, in engineering ethics I have given all the key values, right? Preamble, what are the rules, all the things. Which of the following statements are correct about industrial safety integration? Now one more very important one. It is integration of hardware and software solution. Bluntly wrong. It is integration of mechanical system with software solution. No, bluntly wrong. It is integration of training services and software solutions to meet the requirement of industrial safety. Yes, your C statement is perfectly right. Now, next one. Ethical absolutism or cognitivism is. Now, what is the exact definition of this? Global, strict and absolute rules on right and wrong? No, it defines morality, right? Now, claiming that they are eternal, universally applicable, moral principles. Now see here, your D statement exactly gives the definition of ethical absolutism or cognitive nature, right? So your option number D is perfectly right. Done. Next one. What is the definition of autonomy as per Beauchamp and Childress, it seems? Right to hold one's own views, making choice and take actions based on personal values and belief. This is what we have dealt the exact definition of autonomy. This is the extra thing that we have learned now, right? Your A option exactly satisfies the things. Which of the following statements are correct, it seems? Now you are asked to find out the correct statements. Best way to create trustfulness is to act with trustworthiness. No. This is the only thing to do. No. Trustworthiness means acting in a way so as to engender trust and merit the confidence of others. You missed out the second part in the previous statement. Your second statement is perfectly right. Now, trustfulness is expressing a sense of confidence in others. Yes, perfectly right. So your option is 2 and 3. Now, which of the following statements are correct, it seems? Integrity is unity. Integrity is unity of character, and unity is consistency among our attitudes, emotions and conduct in relation to justified moral values. Yes, perfectly right. Integrity is practicing what one preaches. Yes, perfectly right. Sensitivity to the need of others is integrity. Yes, all these three statements are exact definitions. So your answer is all the above. Next. Which of the following statements is correct, it seems? Now, greater the average harm, greater the company's obligation to avoid risk. No, bluntly wrong, negative statement. Greater the total harm, greater the company's obligation to avoid risk. No, bluntly wrong. Greater the average and total harm, greater the company's obligation to avoid or publicize the risk. Yes, your C statement is perfectly right. Right? You can easily pick out the coach answers. Consider the following statements and you're asked to find out correct statement, right? Any decision in value conflict requires values of one party to be sacrificed. Bluntly right. Value conflict involving value issues is also termed as ethical dilemma and crisis of conscience. Yes, exact words we have discussed in the video. Second one is correct. A constraint is an engineering decision that has been selected to be imposed as requirement. Yes, perfect. Constraint means the term that you look as a hurdle. Right? Now your option is 1, 2 and 3. Next one. Which of the following statements are correct, it seems? Now, whistleblowing is disobedience by protest. Yes, bluntly correct. Disobedience by protest is a state higher than disobedience by non-participation and is reached when an engineer thinks that merely non-participation in objectionable activity is insufficient. No. This is not the done. Whistleblowing is done through approved channels. No, you cannot say it's not through approved channel. It can be anonymous also. So your option is only A is correct. Which of the following are self-direction virtues, it seems? Now one more secondary point that you have to deduce from a question. Humility, courage, self-discipline, perseverance, self-respect, integrity, sedulity to commitments is the things that you have to follow in self-direction virtues, right? One more try question. Which of the following statements are correct, it seems? Now you are asked to find out the correct options. As a human being, engineers have fundamental rights to live and freely pursue their legitimate personal interest. Yes. Engineers have human rights of not being discriminated against in employment on basis of sex, race or age. Yes, right. Engineers have several moral rights which are overlapping with rights of human, employee, contractual and professional rights. Yes, perfectly right. So your answer is all the above. Consider the following statements. Which of the above statements are correct, it seems? Positive phase of engineering ethics has taken second place to negative phase in most of the engineering ethics codes. Positive phase of engineering ethics has taken second place to negative phase in most of the engineering ethics codes. Yes, it is bluntly right. Now, promoting welfare of public is positive phase of engineering ethics. Yes. One limitation of engineering ethics is absence of motivational dimension. Yes. Perfectly right. So, all the three are right. Ethical competencies a public service manager must display are. Now, what are the things that he has to display? Respect for privileged information. Yes. Respect for service privileges and perks. No. Bluntly wrong. Refusing to perform anything unethical. Yes. Right. Taking responsibility for one's behavior. Yes. Right. You can easily answer this. 1, 3 and 4 only. A public service engineer, along with having a personal sense of right and wrong morality, must also be aware of legislative laws. Yes. Judicial decisions. Yes. Administrative laws. Yes. Perfectly right. Social laws. No. So your answer is 1, 2 and 3. What do you do with social considerations, right? Which of the following are not fundamental canons of engineering ethics? Now we have seen the same type of question Now go through the video, what are the canons, then you can easily answer this question, right? So your answer on engineers shall perform services only in the areas of their competence. It is a fundamental canon. Engineers shall have to compete with with others to build their reputation by providing best services. It is not compete. No. Wrong. This is not a fundamental canon. Engineers do not have any obligation to professional development of those engineers who are working under their supervision. No. Bluntly wrong, right? So, your 2 and 3 statements are not fundamental canons. Consider the following statements and you are asked to find out the correct statement. Morality is more general and prescriptive based on customs and traditions. Yes, right. Ethics is specific and descriptive based on critical reflection on morals. Yes, I have discussed the differences between them in clear. As against morals and ethics, laws are formally approved by the state. Yes, perfectly right. So your answer is 1, 2 and 3. The incomplete disclosure of revenue recognition policy of any company comes under which of the following? One more general question, right? See here, incomplete disclosure of revenue comes under what? Lack of transparency. Easy picking, right? Ethical problems in engineering are. Now how ethical problems in engineering are? What are the options given there? Susceptible to formulaic answers? No, it's not susceptible to formulaic answers. Least susceptible? Yes, this is the perfect answer, right? Now C statement also, sometimes it seems you have to remove that condition first. Next one. Which of the following statements are incorrect, it seems? Now which of the following are incorrect? Personal morality is set of moral beliefs that a person holds. Yes, this is correct. Personal ethics is beyond the view what public holds. Yes, perfect right. Personal morality includes all the personal rights and wrongs we choose to believe. Yes, perfectly right. Now, personal morality is supposed to take precedence over professional ethics. No, your professional ethics are first and then personal morality is next. So your last statement is wrong. You are asked to find out incorrect one. So your D statement is perfectly right. Now next one. Ethically, which question should an engineer ask himself or herself when thinking of publicizing a risk, it seems? What he has to think? Right? Will the political parties be upset with the disclosure? Absolutely wrong. How much will the company pay me if I don't disclose the risks? No, this is wrong. How much will the company be hurt by publicizing the risk? Yes, this is the thing that he has to consider. So your C statement is correct. Will my life be in danger if the disclosure is blown out of proportion? No, wrong. See here, you can easily pick the answer. Which of the following statements are correctly matched, it seems? Right? Moral responsibility that is based on one's role as professional. No, wrong. Professional responsibility that is based on moral obligations. No, wrong. If you vice versa 1 and 2, then that is correct. Role responsibility that is based on the role one has to play in a certain situation. Exact definition is given. So third statement is right. Responsibility linked to the role, linked to the one role one has in particular situation. Yes, perfectly right. So your 3 and 4 are correct statements. Now active responsibility refers to, it seems. Now what does mean active responsibility, right? Responsibility prior to something has happened. Yes, active means prevention is better than cure, right? One more statement what we use generally. What are the components of attitudes? Now I have discussed this question in detail. Now you have to answer this. Effective, behavioral and cognitive natures all comes under the components of attitude. One direct question. Consider the following statements and you are asked to find out correct statements, right? Whistleblowing is not obligatory and one may opt just not to participate if any unethical is happening, say in any manufacturing plant. No, is not a wrong statement. As for the public interest disclosure and protection of information resolution, the CVC doesn't reveal the identity of the complainant. Yes, perfectly right. So your answer is only B. Authority is seen as legitimate right of a person when to carry out actions and direct others. Yes. To influence others. Yes. To make decisions. Yes. So your answer is all of the above. Consider the following statements regarding occupational safety and health. Now see here again, one more ethics and safety based question asked here. Right? Now see here, you cannot point out directly that it was not dealt. You have to go through all the videos and come to the questions, then you can answer these things very easily. Which of the above statements are correct regarding occupational safety and health? It seems the directive principles of state policy of Indian Constitution has specially mentioned about safety and health of workers in agricultural industries. Yes, right. Occupational health deals with all aspects of health and safety at the workplace. Yes, right. Occupational safety provides that employees must keep revised written safety policy statement showing the arrangement and organization of their safety procedures. Yes, perfectly right. So all the three statements are bluntly correct. Consider the following statements and you are asked to find out the correct one. Which of the above statements are correct? Values are scales to weigh one's course of action under a given circumstance, it seems. Yes, right. Values are well defined and they do not change. No, they change, right? Wrong. All values do not have same weight or priority. Yes. So his correct statements are 1 and 3 only. Which of the following are the features of active responsibility? It seems, right? Features of active responsibility. Now what are the options given there? Consideration of consequences. Yes, you have to consider this for active responsibility. Displaying conduct and consistent with personal morality. Yes. Taking others' role obligation seriously. No, it doesn't come under active responsibility. Adequate threat perception. Yes. All the three are the activeness, right? Foreseeing the things. So your option is 1, 2 and 4. Whistleblowing is, and now we have seen this question n number of times. By this time you have to answer this. Exposure of abuses for protecting public interest. Yes, your B statement is perfectly right. One straight question. Now ethics. Now one question, right? Establishes manuals for righteous actions. No. Is a process of searching for right kind of morality. Yes, perfectly right. Now see, is not situation driven. Wrong. They are situation driven, right? Is objective in nature. No, wrong. So B statement is perfectly right. The main objective of study of engineering ethics is improvement of cognitive skills of engineering professionals. Which of the following covered under improvement of cognitive skills? It seems moral awareness and moral coherence. Yes, this is studied. Moral imagination and moral communication. Yes. Cogent moral reasoning. Yes. Tolerance of diversity. No, this is not related to this cognitive skills. So your answer is 1, 2 and 3. Next. Consider the following statements regarding accountability. It seems. Now you have to choose the correct options. Answerability refers to the obligation of public officials to provide information about their decisions, actions, and to justify them. Yes, right. Enforceability suggests that institutions responsible for accountability can sanction the offending party for contravening behavior. Yes, perfectly right. Enforceability, the term itself is self-explanatory. So your options are 1 and 2. Now, morality refers to personal behavior, any aspect of human being, yes, human action, yes, right. It depends on personal behavior, right. Social conventions about right or wrong conduct, yes, perfectly right. So your option is D. Which of the following is not included in noise hazard? Right, now see here again one more safety based ethics question, right. Now what is your option there? Whistle pneumatic, no. Exhausting system, no. Cavitation phenomenon, no. Arc, yes. Is it arc? Yes, perfectly right. Arc is not included in noise hazard. All the three are included in noise hazard, right. The ethics and safety based question. Which of the following can be the reasons for people behaving unethically, it seems? Now you can answer this question very easily. Pressure from higher authority to complete the project in less time, yes, this can be a reason. Involvement in nepotism, yes, this can be a reason. Overpowered in authority, yes, this can be a reason. Lack of promotion or career development policies, yes, this can be a reason. So your answer is 1, 2, 3 and 4. An engineer is a professional because of his specified skills. Yes, perfectly right. Autonomy of practice. Yes, perfectly right. Monopoly or near monopoly of a particular skill. Yes, perfectly right. So all the statements are correct. One general, you can easily answer this. Which of the following statements hold true about ethics? Now, normative ethics concern on practical means of determining a moral course of action. Yes, right. Meta-ethics deals with nature of moral judgment. We have discussed this, right? Perfectly right. So your answer is both 1 and 2. Now, in exercising moral autonomy, what should be right course of action if controversy erupts between engineers and workers, it seems? Now, engineers have more autonomy and authority than workers, so their decision should prevail. No, this leads to chaos, right? Unilateral decisions. Workers are directly associated with job given, so their decision should prevail. No, this is also unilateral. Both parties should show some tolerance and arrive to a consensus. Yes, this is what you have to focus there, right? So your option number C exactly correct. Next one. Which of the following indicate that working team is committed and cooperative? Right? Now, decreasing complaints from team members. Yes, perfectly right. Fewer workplace injuries. Yes, right. Increase in individual wages and profits. Now, commitment and cooperating doesn't lead to this limited conflict between team members. Yes. An HR topic, right? So 1, 2 and 4 perfectly suits. Now, a trademark cannot be represented graphically. Is it correct? Can be represented graphically. Now, includes shapes of goods or combination of colors. Yes. Be capable of distinguishing the goods or services of one person to others. Yes. Be a deceptive mark. Bluntly wrong. Now, cannot is the question. So your option number D exactly satisfies the things. Next one. What are the guidelines to reach an agreement? It's in. Now, what are the guidelines? Build trust. Yes, right. I have discussed the same points in the video. Start with the discussion and analyze the interest. Yes, right. Use objective criteria whenever possible. Yes, perfectly right. So your answer is 1, 2 and 3. Consider the following statements and you are asked to find out the correct statement, right? Expert authority is acquired, exercised and defined within organizations. No, it is not defined within organizations. Wrong. Code of conduct helps to create workplace where employees are encouraged to make ethical implications. Implications means derive a point positively. So your second statement is correct. So option B exactly satisfies. Now, knowledge gained by pursuing ethics is it a practical knowledge? Yes. Knowledge by pursuing ethics, yes, it is a practical knowledge. One straight question. Engineering ethics can be defined as, now we have seen this question n number of times in different patterns. Study of engineering decisions, yes. Study of questions related to relationships in technical development, yes. Moral issues confronting engineering, yes. So all the above statements are correct. Ethical issues are issues similar to political, legal and social issues. No. Wrong. Concern with only right actions. No. Wrong. Have consequences both for individual and for the department. Yes. Right. So your option number 3 perfectly suits. The two phases of professional ethics when applied to engineering are, now we have discussed this, right? Exact definitions: preventive and aspirational ethics. What are the ethical principles that specifically guide engineering practices? It seems respect for autonomy, beneficence, non-maleficence, justice, fidelity. Now these are the ethical principles. Now see here, I have discussed these ethical principles in detail in the video. Right? By this time you have to answer these questions easily. Which of the following correctly describes humility? I have discussed this point also very particularly, right? Relatively high focus on the self. No. Wrong. Ability to acknowledge one's mistakes, imperfections, gap in knowledge. Yes. Right. Openness to new ideas, contradictory information and advice. Yes. Right. Keeping one's ability and accomplishments in perspective. Yes. Right. So your answer is 2, 3 and 4. Right. Perfect statements.